think I'd say for me, like, my message is like they're doing an amazing job, and they have done all the way through it and still are. And I think it's important for us to give gratitude and respect towards them for what they've done, because their job's not an easy job. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to all of them, and any way we can, we have been trying to support the cause of the NHS.
Yeah, absolutely. Was that Jordan Henderson joining the group chat as well?
Hi. Big time.
What's up, man?
Are you okay?
Yeah, man.
So, Jordan, how much persuasion did it take from Fraizer to get you in the group chat?
Not much, to be fair.
We've seen a lot of stuff that you've been doing, obviously, with Liverpool and thanking the NHS and speaking to supporters. What's your message to NHS workers?
Yeah, it's obviously just thank you for everything they've been doing and continue to do. They've obviously been amazing. I mean, the kids are loving the clap for the heroes on a Thursday night and stuff like that. That's been really good. Just to show our support, really, and try and do as much as we can to support them and help them, because obviously the donations and things like that help. But I think the biggest thing that I've learned from the staff in the NHS is just the support from everyone and how much that means to them, like emotionally and stuff. So that's been the most important thing for them.
Yep, these are all my friends.
How are you, Darren? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. You?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Thank you for joining the call. What's your message to the NHS?
Just thank you, really, all the great work they're doing. I know they're fighting hard on the front line, trying to keep the numbers down, working tirelessly. So I think the biggest one is just thank you, really.
Yeah, Fraizer, you need to sort that hair, man.
Trust me.
How many minutes? No.
Guys, what's your message to the NHS?
Yeah, just like what everyone said, just well done to everyone. The non-stop work they do, making everyone still get about and doing their bit. It's doing brilliant, really.
Yeah, so they are doing a fantastic job, and we've got the Love Island boys here as well. Josh Denzel,
Hey, Josh.
You got the better Wes Nelson.
Go on, Wes.
Yes, Wes.
2 Wes in the building, yeah.
Yeah, and the NHS, like we've been saying, are doing a great job. What's your message to them both here?
Can I just say thank you to all the key workers, especially those in the NHS that are on the front line. You know what I mean? They're doing a lot. They're doing the best job that they can. Seems to be working, so carry on.
How do you guys know Simo?
From back in the day, from going up to Manchester, through a lot of the boys like Kieran.
Oi! Who's that in?
Kieran Gibbs, what's your message to the NHS?
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? Really, like we look at this, you know, how a lot of people are perceived as heroes, and then things like this happen, and then it just makes you realise, doesn't it, who the real heroes are. And it's proud. I'm proud to be in England to be able to see what they're doing, and day in, day out, and not just because of this pandemic, but it just opens your eyes to what they're up to on a daily basis while we get to live our lives. So credit to them, man.
I mean, obviously, second what Kieran's saying there in terms of like, you know, the hero side to it. For me personally, I just think it's amazing that like they are prepared to take the risks really that they've been taking. I don't know if any of you lot saw the COVID-19 show that was on BBC One recently, but kind of I got to see from that documentary. It was filming like in Barnet Hospital, which is down the road from me, and the Royal Free, which is in Hampstead. Which obviously, when it's obviously closer to you and you see the hospital down the road and you see what's going on in there, and obviously these doctors and nurses are living it and doing it, it's a scary thing. I've actually got a cousin that was working in a care home as well, and she's actually contracted COVID-19 because of working so closely with everyone within the care homes side of things, and that's where it's been worse still to this day. And she knew what she was opening herself up to when she was kind of taking on that job. She didn't shirk the responsibility at all. In her mind, it was her job. She was doing it day in, day out, with the risks all right in front of her. So I just think that whole mindset that they have to be able to walk out that front door, I don't know what it's been like for you lot when you go out. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Like you see people and it's like, you don't want to cross the street. Do they cross the street? Do I cross the street? I don't want to walk near them. But obviously, everyone in the NHS are like, direct. They're straight at it. They're doing their job day in, day out. Whilst all of us right now, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I just came from the garden, having a little drink with the family, playing with the kids and that. So lucky to be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas obviously, others than that, they're all out there right now. Trying to save us all. So I personally, as I'm sure all of us are, just so grateful and thankful really for what they're doing.
Yeah. How is everyone finding lockdown?
I'm lucky because I'm with my family and stuff. But if you're not with your family, like your friends as well, like Wes and Joshua, I find it can be a bit like, especially like Jermaine said there. If you're part of it, if you're a key worker, if you're working for the NHS, and you can't go home and you're having to stay in hotels and stuff, I can imagine it being a lot harder. But just step on what Jay said, I think I'm just blessed. I'm just lucky to be able to go through these walks and come home like this.
Chalobah, you're obviously with us as well. How did you find bringing people into the call? Not easy, no?
In our group chat, I got to put in the full ID.
How do you forget the ID? It's the most important bit. We got Jermaine Pennant as well with us. Jermaine, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good.
How are you finding lockdown?
Obviously the usual. It's tough for everyone, The things that we took for granted have been taken away. But at the same time, I've learned things about myself. Things I wouldn't have known before lockdown. So, you've got to take the positives out of it, which I have done. And, you just got to dig deep. And it's a lot easier now. Thanks for Boris is lifting it a little bit. So you see more people out and exercising. But it's been nice for everyone. But at the same time, like I said, I've kind of enjoyed it as well.
Fraizer, Simo, are you happy with your efforts to get people into the call to thank the NHS?
There's about 8 more people here than I thought were going to turn up, so I'm very happy. Asking people to join this call was hard work, to say the least.
What are you saying, Simo?
Simo, you're on mute.
How can you bring us into the call and put yourself on mute? Scrambling. He's scrambling.
You're on mute.
Fantastic, guys. Well, thank you very much for everyone for coming into the call, taking part. For everyone watching, supporters, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks to Fraizer, Trevoh, Danny Simpson for bringing you guys into the chat. And finally, once again, a massive thank you to everyone who's a key worker and working for the NHS. Stay safe, Huddersfield Town fans, and we'll see you soon.
Love, boys.
Well done, boys.
Cheers, everyone.
Fit, lads.
See ya.
What's happening? Oh, bro, everyone's just been in. I'm confused, bruv. You told me to join that boss.
Nah, I said 5, innit?
Oh, so I missed it. Bruv, it was literally everyone in one go.
Oh, like literally, there's about 12 other boys just in it then.
So, what's your message to the NHS, the fantastic work they're doing?
Obviously, I was going to say the work that they're doing is unrewarding. They're blessed to be doing such a great thing. And we need to value the NHS more than anything, more than any job title out there, more than us musicians, more than us footballers. they do the real hard work and putting themselves on the front line, especially my wife being an NHS nurse herself. I've experienced it firsthand. She's been doing night shifts and she's in the mental health sector. So yeah, it's massive. Listen, they're real superheroes, man. What we do is absolute rubbish compared to what they put themselves through. Danny goes and plays 90 minutes. I pick up a mic. That's not hard compared to what they do. No worries, buddy, man. Listen, guys, have a good day.
Nice one, Hal.
Right, take care, Simo, man.
Bye. Bye. Unfortunately for Simo in particular, not everyone could jump on the Zoom call, but he has had these messages of thanks sent in to him.
Danny Simpson, thanks for reaching out, mate. Quick message from me on the NHS, and it's hard to obviously put into words how well the NHS have done over this tough period, and we obviously don't see up close and personal what they're doing for us, but I know a few people who have been working in the NHS and it's non-stop there, and they're putting everything into every single day and working day and night relentlessly, all for our safety. And there's some people like us at home who are just virtually doing nothing. Can only thank them massively, because the job they've done is just remarkable, and I take my hat off to every one of them. I'm so grateful that they're putting themselves at risk almost to ensure the safety of the country. So massive thank you to the NHS.
Yes, Simo, it's Welbs here. Just want to say a big thank you to the NHS for all of the hard work you've been doing. You're doing an amazing job. Let's keep it up.
A big thank you to my good friend Danny Simpson, who reached out yesterday in regards to thanking the NHS for everything they're doing, all the hard work that they're putting into keeping us all safe and healthy. So keep up the good work and hopefully see everyone soon.
Yes, Simo, hope you're good. Just want to say a thank you to the NHS for all their hard work and dedication they have put in during this terrible and turbulent time in this pandemic. You guys have really been heroes throughout all of this, and you deserve all the plaudits you've been getting. So just want to say we all appreciate how well you have done throughout this, and keep up the good work.
Cheers, Simo, for getting in touch. Just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone in the NHS for the amazing work they've been doing, and thank you. Obviously, everyone keep safe.
What's happening, Simo? Thanks for reaching out. I just want to say a massive thank you to the NHS. They've been absolutely incredible, risking their lives day in, day out. Words can't describe how great they've been, and keep going. All I can say is you're doing a fantastic job, and the whole of the nation is rooting for you. Thank you.
Cheers, Simo, for reaching out. I just want to say a big thank you to the NHS and all the amazing work they've been doing throughout this crisis. We're all very proud of you. Keep up the good work.